So I let him just breathe and absorb that.
Is it a specific choice to do that inside this band?
No, just kind of like maybe the angle. I want to do all of them. They're all a bit tight, so it just happened to be the one that was easiest to access. But this finger's not as bad as the other ones, but I'm still, again, hitting.
Tense?
Yep, tense, so I'm easing off slightly, letting him breathe. And again. So before I do big muscles, I do all of this, and then the big muscles, like I said, they'll be so easy. It's like kindergarten to do the big muscles. Nice click there, deeper one. Another one. And again, just slightly moving it side to side and letting him breathe into that. So all of these are, even though this was not the tightest finger, they're still tight.
If you're working with somebody that has got very bad arthritis or something like Dupuytren's, I can't remember.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. My father had that.
Is there anything to be done about? I mean, you know, how do you approach those ones?
Look, it's just going to take a lot longer because most of the time people have they're really tight with a low pain threshold because it's so painful.
But you can still do this work. Yeah.
So on my YouTube channel, we had a lady. Her name will come to me in just a second. And she was in her 80s. And when she'd never had massage before. And she was actually one of the ladies that ran the venue. And she came in and was changing the toilet paper and was like, oh, what are you doing? And, you know, we got her on the table and her hands were like that, you know? And she had chronic arthritis. Her feet were the same, but with a whole lot of varicose veins. She was about to go, her doctor was about to put her in a wheelchair, basically. I think she was around 82, okay? So she volunteered to come in and, you know, and came in with two other ladies, and the two other ladies just could not handle it, you know, but she kind of, it was extremely painful for her, but she recognized the benefits. So she kept seeing one of my students for the next 2 or 3 years. Her doctors couldn't believe it because, and basically we got her from the point of being in the condition of an advanced 82-year-old to what a 60-year-old would feel like, which for us is like, oh, well, you're still, you know, but for her it was amazing because, you know, it kept her out of the wheelchair. She could still do her bowls. She told everybody about it, you know, but it took 2 years of my student working on her. So instead of taking like, you know, if we'd have treated her when she was 30 or 40 or even 50, it would have been so much easier. But to reverse somebody who's that bad, yes, it can mostly be done, but there were still some of her joints and her toes that were basically fused. And those ones were very hard to fix because, you know, but the rest of them we got to a point where there was a 70%, 80% improvement, which was pretty incredible for her. And every time she kept going. So it's just that we didn't really move her into maintenance. It was always excavation, just a little, and we might get 1% out each time. But you add that, you know, and her quality of life massively improved.
So it took 2 years to go from 80 to 60. That's
Yeah,
not bad.
yeah, it's not bad, is it? You know, that's not bad at all. And that's but so much better. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. So to treat people when they're younger, then you'd just be maintaining them in their 80s, not excavating 80 years worth of tension, because you can see even Dave's body's only not even 50, and there's still quite a lot of, you know, a lot of work there, right? But if he left it another 30, you add 30 years onto this, but then you add the fact that joints start to fuse. That's the real problem, is with elderly people, is they get so tight that their joints, like they literally have no movement whatsoever. I don't know if you guys have felt that before.
Yes, in
and
hammer toes and things like that. They're a lot of work.
Yeah.
And the reason they're a lot of work too is because it's incredibly painful. And even if you used, the danger of using something like a topical anesthetic, which some doctors in my class have wanted to use, is that it's more easy to bruise the person because they don't feel it and they're not going to breathe as well. Okay.
My mum's riddled in arthritis and she takes Tramadol daily, and functions.
Mm-hmm.
And I do massage her a lot, and she has really reaped the benefits to the point where she's shouting about it to everyone. But I am worried that because she's on the medication and because I'm rotating and
What's that medication do? Is it a painkiller or anti-inflammatory?
Tramadol, yeah, really strong painkiller. Yeah, really strong.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you just have to be a bit careful because you can't use pain as an indicator.
Yeah.
You know, like with here, I'm using Dave, you know, I go here and Dave goes, oh, that's quite painful in his own particular way. You know, but if he's on a painkiller, I could overwork it.
Yeah, that's my worry.
And bruise it.
Yeah.
So
Okay, I just need to be more
easy.
mindful of it.
You know, you're better off in those circumstances for the first few treatments, erring on the side of caution and seeing how they felt afterward.
Yeah, no, she feels amazing.
Good.
She had trouble walking, now she's walking.
That's right, yeah. So, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So, it's just, the danger is bruising, really,
Yeah,
usually. That's the biggest,
Yeah, it's the overworking.
Okay, so we're getting some, I'm now coming back, after doing that finger, I can come back in and just do some gentle work on his thumb. Nothing too radical. And look at still tight, but a lot better than what it was. So I've now done almost all of his fingers except his little one, so I'll do that, but I'll just have a feel for the general, see how these move. Again, just get some, see if we're going to get any more. There's still tightness here, believe. This is just like one layer come off, but it's still going to feel a lot better for Dave. Look at that. All right. Whew. All right, we'll do his little finger now. I'll just actually have a quick loop. How do you feel? You know? I mean, I could if I really wanted to at the moment. You know, about the first time, because my father passed away and left me some money, I could do that. But for the last 50 years, I haven't been able to afford to do that. I have to do it as a business. So I just want people that really appreciate what I do, willing to pay me for my time, and then we get on with it, you know?
How long do you have to have them as clients getting some sort of benefit before they'd invest in like 2-3 hour sessions a week for grant?
Well, it depends how intelligent they are. That's really what it comes down to. So how long is it going to take? I mean, obviously Dave's invested his life in Raynor massage, you know? But let's just say, yeah, it really depends on how intelligent they are, right? And I like just dealing with intelligent people. Otherwise, it just drives me crazy. So, you know, if they're intelligent, they go, wow, this is a fucking amazing, you know? Or how the British way of saying it. Yeah, see, he's intelligent, you know? This is a fucking amazing, you know? Yeah, or whatever the English equivalent is. But, you know, you guys understand that. And then it's like we're getting there. So, you know, as long, you know, I mean, sure, if you want to do it as a charity, you can.
I don't want to do it as a charity, but I don't know. When people are on the table and you see how stiff they are and how tight they are.
But you didn't get them that tight.
No, I know.
Not your fault.
I know. But I also want them to feel the benefits and come back.
Well, do a good job then. Do what I'm teaching you. They'll feel the benefits.
The learning cycle, you know, you're conscious and competent, and then unconscious and competent, unconscious and competent, whatever. And you got to the point where I want to be offering people the best and feel like that's what I'm going to do.
Yes.
But then there's still people who come to me and they have this amount of which I think is basic, like basic way, and they're like, this is fucking amazing. And I'm like, oh, okay, man.
Yeah.
But, like, I feel I want to do, and I want to live.
Well, you should. That's a good thing. I still feel that way too. I always want to improve what I'm doing, okay? Because my goal is to completely free this person up attention, right? And so I want to do that better and quicker. But it's not.
You kind of feel, oh, I know what they're like. You know, I know how they feel. I know the pain, the sleep, the
That's right. Oh yeah.
So you just want it out for them.
Right, but see, for me, like even working on Dave here, it's not about me doing it quicker or deeper. It's about I'm working at what he can handle,
Yes.
right? So he's setting the pace.
Right.
And it's not like, ooh, 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 he
Yeah.
should be, you know,
Yeah,
it's
so
his
if
body.
Doing, it's his own
He's just,
fault, isn't it? That it costs more, I guess. Could you
What's
have
that?
to take more time? If he's oohing, you would have to kind of, it would cost more for him because you couldn't get in as deep.
if I was what, sorry?
If he was kind of like kind of you couldn't get in very deep, he was like say an amber light or something, it would cost him more, wouldn't it?
Oh, of course,
Then
yeah.
It's his responsibility.
Yeah, it's his responsibility,
For
yeah.
being such an amber.
That's right. And then it's up to me whether I kind of just start to get the shits, you know? Like, why are you wasting my time, you know? So I might charge him more,
Yeah, okay. I need to get started.
just to put him off, because it's so boring, you know? But I'm at that stage in my career. You guys are at a totally different stage. I've been doing this 30-something years. I don't have time for that.
£2 to get braces done.
Yeah,
So I probably feel way better spending £2 on massage.
yeah,
I enjoy having nice teeth.
yeah.
But people spend money on themselves.
They do hair, nails, all that. That's what
Yeah.
frustrates me. They don't get massage.
But there's
I've been having massages for 2 years, and it's healed me. I was like this. I couldn't move.
Yeah.
There's also another thing. If you charge too cheap, they think, oh, it's not doing that.
No, I've got my
Yeah, exactly,
prices
yeah.
at 60, but then I say, like Dave talks on the courses, I offer then, I'll give you, since your first one, would you 50% discount, just so we can see if we work together well
Yeah.
or not. But then when they're an NHS worker or like someone who's really riddled, and I'm into it, I just keep going and then feel like,
And that's okay, but
Yeah,
you've just got to
yeah.
consider that that's
Yeah.
charity. You're doing charity, and there's nothing wrong with doing charity,
No.
if you can afford it.
yeah, well, I'm quite lucky. Mum and Dad's got a back room that I've transformed its own separate doorway.
Yeah.
So I'm very lucky I haven't got rent.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
If I had rent,
it's just something you got to consider, you know, like, are you doing massage for business, charity, or both?
both.
Yeah, and that's fine.
But people
Nothing
would
wrong with that.
qualify themselves out from this sort of massage if there weren't green lights, right?
Sorry?
People would qualify themselves out from this sort of massage.
Usually, yeah.
If,
They'll just go, I don't like it.
If they come for a relaxing, full body kind of Ayurvedic, whatever, with dolphin music and towels, they're not going to come back for this.
Yeah.
And I
Not unless they understand what the word relaxation actually means.
yeah, but
Because this is the ultimate in relaxation massage, because he's actually getting, look at how relaxed he's becoming. Relax means bring back, lax means what? Loose.
I have not
Bring back the
experienced
looseness.
with this yet, so I'm interested to see what happens this week.
Do you feel more relaxed, Dave?
Insanely.
Insanely. So,
Yeah.
whereas what people call relaxation massage for people that actually want to get relaxed and are intelligent is not relaxing. It's superficial and it's annoying. So,
But it's the length of time, and this is a 2-hour massage so far. I haven't had that long. I've had a couple of Raynor massages with people who trained here,
big breath. Yep.
but I haven't experienced the sort of release that Dave is insanely
Well,
describing.
hopefully you will this week.
Hopefully I will. I'm really interested in that. You know, I'm really open to that.
But that's why I personally, I don't mind doing for an introduction massage an hour. That's fine, half an hour. I don't care, because it's a hi, how you going? Nice to meet you. You know.
Yeah.
But when I'm actually working on a green light, like Dave is a green light, you know, like it's obvious, right? Like he teaches it, you know, and he's become. I've seen Dave over the years, and I know he's become more and more of a green light. Okay, and it's really nice for me to see Dave change.
Yeah.
You know, Dave was a student, now he's a teacher, but also just even in his own, he just become more and more of a green light. So it's exciting for me to work on a green light. Whereas it's boring, I hate working on red lights, and it's kind of boring working for me on a yellow light. It's like putting all the brakes on everything you do, and
You just got to tread carefully. You can't kind of do what you do.
Yeah.
You tread carefully anyway, but you've got to tread more carefully with the people that visit.
yeah.
Can I say, you can pay £50 just to go to a salon and have a beauty massage. You can pay just a bit more to actually get this, which is transformative massage.
Yeah. See how his wrist just made a huge click? Yeah. That's because I did his fingers really well.
Human electricity.
Yeah.
And then and look at, do you see his hand now? Like, can you even, like, have a look, just look at this hand, and look at this hand.
Wow. Yeah.
And this is his dominant hand, right? So this was his tighter hand. He's right-handed. Do you want to have a quick feel of his hand? So you can just see it, right? Like you just see the softness starting to come into
Yeah,
his
this
hand.
one's like a different angle.
Yeah. The thumb's at a different angle. The whole, you know.
Brandon, do you say kind of no or refer on amber red lights?
Oh yeah, get rid of them. No, amber. I'm willing to educate.